Good afternoon. Today's conversation is about leadership. A lot has been written about leadership. A lot has been said. But one thing that occurred in my conversation today with leadership, which is something that I have been noticing for quite a while, is the whole concept of why people follow you. And I find that one of the, with all the stuff, with all the content, with all the training, all the research that has been done about leadership, one thing that is missing more than anything else when people talk about leadership is the fact that people follow the person. So the mistake that I find, having worked now with leadership for the last 25 years across the world, the mistake I find is that many leaders believe that leadership is about doing things to others, is about doing things out there. However, leadership looks very much like the work you are doing inside. It is about, do you know who you are? That's the first piece. Once you know who you are you able to let others know who you are? Because people follow people they trust, and people will only trust you if they know who you are. So the mistake I find many leaders do is they leave their leadership process to chance. They essentially allow people to judge them by their own standards. If you don't tell people who you are, they're going to judge you by who they are. They're going to judge you by their values. They're going to judge you by their motives. They're going to judge you by their personality. Why doesn't he do this? Why can't he do that? Why isn't he like this? However, part of being a leader is about the authenticity of noticing, knowing who you are. Because when you know who you are, you can tell people who you are. They can follow you for who you are instead of following you for who they think you are. And that is essentially what I have found to be a trait for many of really great leaders. They understand 5 things. One, they understand that leadership is about integrity. So they understand that there is something about consistency in what you do and what you say. And if you are working in a model where you don't know who you are, you're constantly reinventing yourself, you're constantly saying different things, you're constantly doing different things, because you haven't spent enough time to find the internal model of who you are. Then they know quite a bit about authenticity. Authenticity in this instance is, who am I, warts and all? What do I have that I can offer, and what can't I offer? What can I do? What can I not do? So that people judge you not by their standards, but by your standards. The third thing that legendary leaders have is vision. These guys have a clear, absolutely amazing picture of the future. They know exactly where they are going. They enthuse people with this picture, and they use this picture essentially to make decisions about whether or not they should be part of a project, part of an organization, or just generally say something to the media or not. Is this in line with where I'm going? And when people hear their vision, they want to follow. They are excited, they love it, or they don't, in which case they don't follow, and that also is fine. The fourth piece that great leaders really know very well is action. I have found that many leaders act more as directors rather than as leaders. Directors are people that show, point fingers, direct people to where they're supposed to go. Great leaders don't direct, they do. They say, I will do this part. Are you able to do that portion and that portion to help us get to that vision? They take action, they are always moving. But there is an element that comes right before that all the time, and that is the element of courage. Great leaders are completely courageous. They are not afraid to take chances. They are not afraid to follow through. They are not afraid to step on toes for a vision that they completely believe in. They are not stupid, so they don't take stupid risks. The risks that they take are calculated, are in line with their personality, are in line with their values, are in line with their beliefs. And they then make a decision based on that and their vision and say, I will do this. I will fail, however I will learn. So, in summary, today's thought is about leadership. If you don't tell people who you are, people will follow you and people will treat you like who they are. Have a great day.